Why does it feel like lately you're spending most of your time lying in bed, low on energy, and not doing much? Maybe you've wondered if you're just someone who gets tired easily or lacks motivation. It's easy to label this as laziness, but that might not actually be the case. There's a lot of overlap between laziness and burnout, which can make the two hard to tell apart. Burnout is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress and an inability to cope effectively. It's more common than many people realize, and understanding it has become increasingly important. So how can you tell the difference? Here are 6 signs that what you're experiencing might be burnout, not laziness. 1. You feel disconnected from everything. Do you find yourself going through daily life on autopilot? Maybe you feel detached from yourself, like you're just observing rather than truly living. This sense of disconnection, sometimes called depersonalization, can show up as emotional numbness or emptiness. It can feel like you're no longer engaged with life, and that loss of connection can come with a deep sense of helplessness. 2. You weren't always this unmotivated. Laziness tends to be consistent over time, but burnout is a shift. If you used to be driven, focused, or high-achieving and have only recently started feeling drained and unmotivated, that change matters. It suggests something deeper than a personality trait. 3. You've lost interest in things you once loved. One of the clearest signs of burnout is losing passion for activities that once mattered to you. Whether it's work, hobbies, or personal goals, things that used to excite you may now feel like a burden, or even something you resent. That loss of enjoyment often comes from pushing yourself too hard for too long. 4. You're more irritable than usual. If you've been feeling unusually moody, easily frustrated, or emotionally reactive, burnout could be playing a role. These emotional shifts can feel confusing, especially if you used to be more steady or calm. In contrast, people who are simply lazy don't typically experience this kind of emotional strain. 5. You've stopped taking care of yourself. Burnout can make even basic self-care feel overwhelming. You might notice changes in your sleep or eating habits, less attention to personal hygiene, or a tendency to withdraw from others. Even simple tasks can feel exhausting, leading you to isolate and do very little. 6. The changes didn't happen overnight. Burnout develops gradually. It often starts with mild stress and slowly builds over time. Early signs might include declining motivation or energy, even while you're still functioning. As it progresses, the fatigue and emotional strain deepen, eventually becoming harder to ignore or manage. Recognizing these patterns early can make a big difference. The sooner burnout is identified, the easier it is to address and recover from. That's why it's important not to dismiss these experiences as mere laziness. If any of this feels familiar, consider reaching out to a mental health professional. Support can help you understand what's going on and find ways to regain your energy and balance.